Today's movie has started a million online debates. Who would win a battle to the death, Christine or the car? I don't have an answer, but I do have a video for you. Welcome to Sick Flicks, where I take a deep dive into the cinematic sewer to help you embrace your inner gore geek. I'm Mike Bracken, aka The Horror Geek, and today we're tackling Elliot Silverstein's killer car flick, The Car. Released in 1977, this one has become a bona fide cult classic. It's dumb and doesn't really make any kind of sense, but the idea of a giant driverless car mowing down people felt a lot more cool and interesting before Tesla started doing it for real. It's got a top-notch cast, a cool car, and a few kills. I mean, what more could you ask for? But enough about that. Can this car run down enough people in the crosswalk to earn a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Let's get to the gore and find out. Oh, and before we get started, today's video is sponsored by patrons Ken Villard, Mindy, and Captain Erica Rhodes. If you'd like to help sponsor some videos and free me from the shackles of YouTube's tyranny, you'll find a link to my Patreon in the pinned comment and description below. And now, let's get bloody. What's this? We're opening with an Anton LaVey quote? I don't like where this is headed already. If you didn't know, LaVey was the head of the Church of Satan back in the old days. Okay, yeah, that's the title card. I've seen better, and I've seen worse. I really wish they'd have called this thing Tires or something to go in with the whole Jaws dual ripoff angle. And if you're a trivia buff, this did have the working title of Wheels at one point, apparently. Hey, it's Mr. Barbra Streisand, aka James Brolin, making his Sick Flicks debut. Oh, look, R.G. Armstrong is back. We last saw him in The Beast Within. Does this count as blue filter mid-afternoon? I mean, this shit is bluer than Miles Davis with depression. Whoa, Kyle Richards? She was Lindsay in the original Halloween and the David Gordon Green trilogy. Oh, and Kim there is her real-life sister. God, how many people are in this movie? I think you got a credit if you just randomly walked by the set one day. Still going, and going, and going. It's like the Energizer Bunny of credits right now. Oh, Ronnie Cox too. He was in The Beast Within with R.G. Armstrong. God, these credits have taken so long, the sun rose and it's lunchtime. I love that it took 3 people to write a movie about a killer car, especially since it makes 0 sense. Directed by Elliot Silverstein. Presumably no relation to Shell. I'm sure. Let's just watch this car drive in from a mile away. Craig Breedlove looks to set a new land speed record with his rocket car. Craig Breedlove. That's a deep cut even for this show.
This is a jet without wings. For this is Craig Breedlove's car, the Spirit of America.
Over in the movie proper, it looks like these two are on cycle. Literally. Is this supposed to be car vision, or did they just use the wrong filter? Maybe he got the blue blocker tint job on that thing. Or maybe cars are just colorblind. And definitely some vaguely Jaws-esque music here. Fun fact, the main theme is a sort of reworked version of the music from The Shining. You can hear it in the end credits. Yeah, this is probably just Matt Farah driving someone's souped-up BMW through the cannons for an episode of The Smoking Tire, honestly. I think I see where this is headed. Bikers are worth 20 points each. Sounds like someone's feeling horny.
Hell yeah.
No, not like that, you pervs. Someone's laying on the car horn. And down goes Susie. Now this dude's getting rear-ended.
Hell yeah.
No, I mean by the car. Wait, that still sounds dirty. So normally this would be a mannequin falling to its doom, but this was an actual stuntman. Kinda crazy. Over in another movie, here's James Brolin after a night of binge drinking. Man, look at that lip rug. That's a cop stash for sure. And his lady friend is not happy.
Ooh, you've got dragon breath.
Well, yeah, and that happens after I smoke a carton of Marlboros and drink 2 cases of Schlitz. Oh yeah, James Brolin providing a little something for the ladies. Where are the fellas? I'm not here to judge. What a specimen. That's some top-notch dad bod right there. I mean, I have no idea how she can resist his charms.
We got 7 whole minutes.
No, what?
Which is 6.5 more than he needs. By God, a real slobber knocker is broken out in the bedroom. Brolin's about to lock in the sleeper hold. Mike Jr. is a work of art. Oh man, Brolin likes the short robes. That's a lot of thigh. Also, looks like he might be skipping leg day. But he's a single dad with 2 daughters. I mean, this could literally be an ABC TGIF sitcom circa 1989. A corny titled like Just the 3 of Us and a crappy theme song is all it's missing. Man, this movie is very horny.
Hell yeah.
No, I meant the first car horn and now this French horn. We interrupt our French horn playing to check in on domestic abuser R.G. Armstrong. My favorite thing about R.G. Armstrong, other than him being in Friday the 13th, the series, is that the dude never aged. He looks like he came out of the womb looking like a grizzled 60-year-old.
That was you that woke me up with that bugle.
Well, technically it's a French horn, but close enough. At any rate, RG is not a fan.
And if I hear another sound out of that thing, I'll go ram it so far up your ass you'll be farting music for a year.
I think this is his way of saying he prefers metal. Anyway, Arnold Horshack here is gonna hitch a ride. Oh god, it's the car. I was really hoping this dude was gonna be a hood ornament, but no such luck.
Hang up yours with a splintered fiddle, you son of a bitch!
Oh wait, there's still hope. This is what I call a real reversal of fortunes. Hey, Speed Buggy is in this movie. Also, what hopscotch variation are they playing where you need helmets? I'd be down for combat hopscotch. Oh man, Brolin is such a baller. He has a CB on his bike. Yeah, this looks super safe. The 70s, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we Gen Xers are just built different. Looks like they're filming one of those driver's ed movies out here. Blood on the Windshield 2. This time, it's personal. Hey, that's Officer Ronnie Cox. He's like, we need a RoboCop to get to the bottom of this. Man, they totally ruined the dude's tuba. That's a French horn, Ronnie. Back at the station, we've got an ID on the victim.
John Norris.
Man, his brother Chuck is gonna be so pissed. Jesus, how many cops does this crappy little nowhere town need? And just insert your own blowing hell yeah joke here. I feel like they might have had an instrument store help fund the movie in return for some product placements. First the French horn, now this. Ian, Sarah, any feedback for these guys on their performance?
It stinks.
And your tax dollars. Hard at work. Daddy, can we have Laurie Strode or her friend Annie babysit us tonight? Family time is interrupted, though. We got reports of the bandits speeding down the 5. We need you in pursuit. Over. Ah, yes. Looks like someone had a really bad time out here. Think we can just write this up as an accident and maybe go home early? Sheriff's like, man, 3 bodies in one morning. Our clearance rate is about to go down the toilet. These guys look like they have a really strong deadlift. Back at the station, the sheriff is trying to get R.G. Armstrong's wife to press charges.
If you don't press charges, Bertha, there's nothing I can do. That bastard can get up and walk out of here.
Oh, come on. You can do better. Is Linda Day George around to show him how to deliver that line?
Bastard! Bastard!
Well, he's working on that. Ronnie Cox has snuck out to his cruiser. Oh yeah, got all the parts for this ED-209 I've been thinking about. This is gonna change law enforcement forever. Hey, Ronnie's a lush. So much for that 2 years of sobriety they mentioned earlier that I totally skipped past because I didn't think it was relevant. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Back inside, the sheriff has failed with RG's wife.
I went to high school with her.
Yeah, sure, if you were her elderly teacher maybe. Dude's got like 20 years on her. Anyway, I know we got multiple bodies and a car on the loose, but fuck it. Let's get drunk.
Whiskey! Let's go to the club.
All right, I'm buying.
Oh, you said a good thing there.
I mean, priorities, right?
You know what your father once said to me?
That loser's not my kid. Oh, hey, Ronnie's back. Yeah, everything looks good out back, but maybe I should go check again? I suppose I should point out that the chief is veteran character actor John Marley, who was Jack Waltz in The Godfather, before I get 700 comments telling me I missed it. Oh, hey, the car's back. I almost forgot it was in this movie. And it's gonna give the chief the rundown. Literally. Man, what a tragedy. He was 3 days from retirement. Not sure why Brolin is interrogating R.G. Armstrong here since he almost got run over, but let's watch this great moment in horror film acting that's actually pretty great for a change.
Don't push me!
22 gun-toting idiots!
Don't push me!
And you guys
all I
came
can
back some
take tonight.
murder little jackass out for kicks!
All I want
You
to
let
do-
me out of
Shut
here!
up!
And I'll
Shut up!
Seriously, this film has some pretty good actors in it for a horror movie. Don't worry though, the Navajo have this all figured out.
Margus Tiger says bad things are coming with the wind.
Lance Henriksen, any thoughts to share with the class?
That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
Well, shit. Guess I'm the chief now. Look at Ronnie. Might be time to get out of this dead-end job. Maybe finally chase my dreams of starting Omni Consumer Products. And now he's thinking some deep thoughts. If I'm smart enough to know I'm dumb, does that make me smart or stupid? Oh, and it turns out that we didn't get a direct translation of what the old Navajo lady had to say.
She said,
There was no driver in the car.
Shit, better put out an APB on a Tesla then. This explains everything. God, I need a drink. Your tax dollars. Even harder at work. Can't tell if this dude's dead or is just trying to stretch his way out of a Charlie horse. Oh yeah, that's a bridge too far. He's gonna call an ambulance for this kid.
Tell him there's no rush.
God, what a savage. Oh great, a parade. This'll be some easy points for the car. Also, you're never gonna convince me some musical instrument store didn't help fund this movie. Just instruments everywhere. Anyway, these ladies are really working the poles.
Hell yeah.
No, I meant these flag poles. Oh hey, the car wants to add its horn to the brass section. So if you're curious, the car was built on a Lincoln Continental Mark III chassis. It was built by George Barris, who built the Batmobile for the Batman TV series. Barris and his team built 4 cars in total. They gave them lowered roofs and tweaked the sides and fenders to make it look more ominous. Come on, cowpokes, we gotta wrangle that ride. Honestly, they could probably just run a mile and this thing would run out of gas. Probably got like 6 miles to a tank. Oh, hey, why'd it stop? So the reason the car can't get them is that it can't go on to holy ground and they're in a cemetery. And yeah, if you think they were just making this all up as they went, I wouldn't disagree with you. While the car's distracted, this lady's gonna make a break for it. I feel like this movie is going around in circles at the moment. And somehow this lady actually made it to the cop car.
Breaker 19, we got a fox in the hen house. Over.
Look at Brolin. Too cool for a helmet. Man, this is like the coolest episode of Chips ever. Do you kids even remember Chips? Christ, I'm old. And here come the Deus Ex cops to save the day. This guy's like, that car is coming in hot. Better grab the radar gun. 1 step closer to my quota. It seems like a very aggressive way to deter speeding, honestly. This car looks wrong, but still not as wrong as one of those shitty cyber trucks. And now we've got a high-speed pursuit. This is definitely more exciting than OJ and the Bronco. I think they must have sped this up. Uh-oh, looks like someone turned on the dash cam. And it seems the car is headed toward a dead end. But surprise! Here, let me help you with that door. This looks like it's gonna be a real cliffhanger. And as Rakim once said, I guess he didn't know the ledge. This guy drives like my grandmother, literally on top of the steering wheel. Probably riding the brakes too. Now it's time for a game of chicken. Did this car just flip itself to take out 2 cop cars? Because that is awesome. And this little stunt destroyed one of the 4 cars the production had made. Oh god, what chance does Brolin have on that bike? Put your hands up, car. Wait, you don't have hands. Brolin doesn't care though, because he's gonna blast it anyway. Do you know how fast you were going? I'm gonna need your license and registration. And got him with the door. Man, is this Brolin's first traffic stop? Nice work, idiot. What the hell is happening now? This movie doesn't make one goddamn lick of sense. You are getting very sleepy, James Brolin. Alright, take these Vikes and call me in the morning. Also, he got bumped by a car door. How did that put him in the hospital? Hey, before you go, mind tossing me the bedpan? I had Taco Bell earlier. If all these guys are here, who's out protecting the locals and hunting for the car? Now it's time for more deep thoughts. Why do we cook bacon and bake cookies? If someone dies in a living room, is it still a living room? God, I'd kill for a drink. If you smoke weed on a boat, does that make it seaweed? Do pets name their owners? Oh good, the director called. I'm gonna need you all to stop thinking deep thoughts and get back to the movie. Oh wait, it's his kids. Yeah, I forgot he had kids too. Look, you're Gen Xers. Just lock the door, eat the food in the fridge, and wait for me to get back. Oh, and stay out of my beer. God, Ronnie Cox looks like a guy they could write a country song about. Repoed his truck, killed his dog, stole his wife, and now he's got his boss on his ass.
I told you to cancel that parade rehearsal. What happened?
Well, I forgot because I was busy drinking my troubles away. All right, Morphine, work your magic. I wonder where the car went. Oh, there it is. All right, young lady, don't let me catch you out drinking again or I'll have to call your parents. God, what a dick. And here comes the car. Come on, I gotta pee. Oh, sweet, she's got a Brolin headshot painting in her living room. It really ties the room together. Why do I feel like we're gonna see a set of headlights slowly peeping into this window? Oh, right, because it's gonna happen. Wow, I sure hope she's paid up on her homeowner's insurance and her life insurance. Look at Brolin, he's like, single again, forever alone. Anyway, time for more deep thoughts. Neil Armstrong was the first man to land on the moon. Neil A spelled backwards is alien. You know, there are more planes in the ocean than submarines in the sky. If you drink water with crushed ice, are you basically drinking the pulp? You know, you don't actually know the day you were born. You're just taking other people's word for it. But all this deep thinking leads to Ronnie Cox figuring this out. He knows why the car didn't go into the cemetery.
The ground was hallowed.
Is Lance Henriksen still here?
That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
I concur. Look at this dude. He's like, might be time to cut Ronnie off and take him out of the rotation. Look at Brolin's face. You can all but hear him saying this.
This is absolutely fascinating.
So somehow the car has killed like 57 cops, but this room is still full. How much of this town's budget goes to paying cops? Oh, wait, he's about to teach a geology class. All right, kids, we call this a stalagmite because it grows from the top of the cave. Oh, hey, R.G. Armstrong is still in this movie. Guessing his truck of dynamite is about to become Chekhov's truck of dynamite. Gonna tell my grandson this was Wahoo McDaniel and Harley Race squaring off. This hardly seems like the time for a home improvement project, but okay. And I told you, here comes Chekhov's dynamite. I wonder if they got it from Acme. I love that R.G. Armstrong is a drunk who works with explosives. Seems like a legit career path. All right, girls, Daddy's headed off to fight Elon's murderous Tesla. You're probably gonna be orphans. Dear Diary, I'm single again, but this babysitter is kinda hot. Real missed opportunity that they didn't play Midnight Rider here. But he forgot something, and surprise! Oh, hi there. Brolin's acting, man. Just amazing. But on the upside, I guess this means he doesn't have to find the car now. Are we sure Stephen King didn't see this before writing Christine? Also, that car's running in a garage. He wouldn't even have to run Brolin over. Just idle for a while and let nature take its course. I'd say they're playing a little cat and mouse here, but it's really more car and mouse. Oh, hey, me and the car were on the same page. Wait, this thing passes a California emissions check. Also, this would be a good time for the old banana in the tailpipe. Oh god, it's Claudio Fragasso's car. Brolin looks like he's feeling pretty exhausted. But he's got a plan right out the window. So long, suckers! Oh yeah, chase scene under the cover of Blue Filter mid-afternoon. Truly some of the worst day for night we've seen in a long time. Yeah, I don't know, Evel Knievel's new show kinda sucks so far. Jesus, they're not even trying with this Blue Filter. Hey, did they recruit Wilford Brimley? Battery's here to tell us about his diabetes. Yes, if we put on the headlights, everyone will be totally convinced we actually shot this at night. I don't know, is letting alcoholic Ronnie Cox drive really the best idea here? Oh yeah, this plan is dynamite. R.G. Armstrong is like, man, how did I get roped into this? I feel like Lincoln really undersold the Continental's off-roading abilities. It's nice that these guys are digging their own graves, too. Gonna save a lot of time later. Oh, nice work, Brolin. Just had to be a show-off. Oh, holy shit. This thing's gonna ram the mountain and cause an avalanche. This might be the most amazingly stupid movie I've ever covered. Today on Man vs. Wild, Bear Grylls will teach us how to ascend a sheer cliff and dodge an evil car. And down goes R.G. Armstrong. It was at this moment that Ronnie Cox came up with the idea for RoboCop. Oh man, are they gonna Butch and Sundance off this cliff? Well, no, but the car sure is. I regret nothing! And explosion. Honestly, it might have been overkill. I don't think that thing was gonna run after going off the cliff. Live look at the citizens of Pompeii as Vesuvius gets to work. When we get back to the office, I'm calling the guys at Lincoln. They need to recall these Continentals. You maniacs! You blew it up! Wait, wrong movie. Well, who's ready for some drinks? Oh hey, we stopped with the Blue Filter. How is the car still driving through the credits? So, what have we learned from the car? Hell if I know. This one is a trash movie classic, honestly. It doesn't make a lick of sense and never even tries to explain what the car is, where it came from, or why it can drive itself. And frankly, I'm cool with that. Any explanation was bound to be dumb anyway, so why not just run with it? This one has an A-list B-movie cast and a cool car. But can this whip run over enough innocent pedestrians to earn a coveted 5 barf bag rating? Let's go to the gore card. In terms of gross anatomy, this one is very light. We're treated to multiple people run over by the car. And that's it. The kills aren't graphic or bloody. Hell, I saw gorier wrecks in Driver's Ed. With that in mind, there's no way I can give this one anything more than a paltry 1 barf bag rating. The car is not a sick flick, but it is fun. Looking for another movie where cars and other items rise up to kill people? Then be sure to check out my review of Maximum Overdrive. You'll find a link here on the screen. I'll meet you over there. Until next time, I'm Mike Bracken, aka The Horror Geek, bringing you all the splatter that matters.